I hit the wrong button. I'm trying something new. Uh, this is a webcam. Uh, this is my VR, the step one survival on the one knife, one gun challenge. I've actually thought about this a lot. Uh, if I could only grab one knife and one gun and go. Uh, now, I have three knives that I carry all the time. One of them, uh, because my grandkids are here, and my wife puts up my knives when they show up. I can't find it. I don't know where she put it. It's not hidden. I just don't know where. She's outside doing something. Anyway, uh, I carry this one at work every day. Hold on now. This is Uncle Henry. Forget what it's called. It's just your regular little hunting knife, old school. That doesn't have a real bone handle or anything. It's got the full tang with a screw holding it on. It's not the, the solid bar steel, but it's got a what's called a rat tail tang in there. Anyway, this is a good knife. The hardness of the blade scares me a little bit about it because I've had the actual edge chip, and that's not good. It means it holds it. This one holds an edge, but you gotta be careful what you do. The thing about it, it has a sharpening stone on the sheath. I'm not going to take it off and show you, but that's actually not my choice. My choice for my one knife is the Buck 119. This is a tough as nails knife. I bought this knife at a garage sale. The people parted ways, and what he left got put out on the table, and it was going really cheap. So I got this. It had the little nylon sheath or whatever, which I don't like, but you know, it'll do. The thing about this is I've done everything with it. I've used it on my ferro rod. I've cleaned small game, large game. I have bushwhacked with it, everything. It's a good knife. That machete dad on YouTube was flashing around. I'm gonna be looking for one of those. I actually had thought about choosing this one, the little case I bought, but for an everyday knife to have, so you can do normal everyday stuff in today's world, this is a good choice. And if this is all I had to go out and try to stay alive for however long, I would not cry. I would not be sad that this is what I got left with. But if I was choosing, it would be the Buck 119. Gotta make sure I get the number right on that. Yes. That's my one knife. I really want the leather sheath that comes with it, or that it's supposed to be in. My other Buck has it, but that sheath is so old. I've had that knife since I was 19, I think. It's not a new knife. But anyway, moving forward. this. It is a single shot breakover 12 gauge.
And that's all. It's empty now.
The dadgummit, those inserts that you can get for this bad boy to shoot whatever. I'm gonna get some of the longs, but I don't need a bunch of them, because the other reason I choose this gun, this specific single or single shot breakover, is because this specific gun, you can change the barrel. I can get a 30-30, 223, 243. I can get several different barrels that you loosen this screw, take this off, put it on, put the screw back in, and you're shooting a high powered rifle. And when I get the money, my first barrel is probably going to be, believe it or not, a either a 22 Hornet or a 222, because, well, they'll do what you need to do, but the ammo's light. I don't want to carry around 100 rounds of big bore heavy ammunition because of whatever it is. Now, my replacement barrel will have to go to a gunsmith, and I'll have to get sights put on it, because the ones you get, they're made to put a scope on. But the thing about the this gun is I can, as long as I've got the brass and the primers, black powder, and something to stuff in there between the black powder and whatever I want to shoot out the barrel, I can load this. I know the recipe for, and have played around with making the black powder. Primers are really, really light, and they're really, really small. For the weight and the space of 100, 220, or 22 mini mags, I could probably carry close to 1,000 primers. That makes the life of this gun a lot longer. And if I have the inserts, then I can put whatever in here and go on. So, I'm fixing to get video crash. No, I'm not. I thought I was going to get video crash. Probably still not. But,
I don't know where the camera is today.
it's up there. Anyway, this is my one gun for various reasons. I want the long inserts because it is a rifle. I don't need to put it in my Judge or whatever. And the longer, it's real simple. The longer the barrel, the more accurate. The longer the insert, the longer the barrel. When I took this 12 gauge down to a 9mm or a 223 or whatever that insert, the rest of this is just cosmetic after that. It's whatever I put in here. Now the 20 gauge insert, might use the barrel a little bit. I keep the spread down some. But for the most part, You know, like if I put an insert for 223 or 222 or 22 in here or whatever, then whatever that insert is, you know, and in theory, you know, a 9-inch barrel, if you know what you're doing, you can reach out and touch something at 100 yards. Me and my brother used to do it all the time with his 357. It's and a friend of mine had a one of the breakover pistols or whatever. He had 222 44 a 30-06 freaking 7mm Magnum for that thing. He shot the 7mm once. That was it. But he's taking deer with that thing. It's a pistol, and he's taking the deer at 150, 200 yards, and it's got an 11.5-inch barrel on it. So, if you know what you're doing, you can get it done with that. That gun enables me. 12 gauge rounds are going to be laying around all over the place, and that will shoot 2 3/4 up to 3-inch Magnum. I've already tried it. I actually keep one of those with me everywhere I go, because that is the one gun. If something happens, the one gun that I want to be stuck with is that right there. So, no hoorah on about it. If all, you know, even if I couldn't choose it for the trying to think of the name of it. But anyway, if I couldn't get the inserts, and if I didn't have the other barrel, I still want this gun, because ammo for this gun is going to be everywhere. If it comes to a point where there's no ammo at all, I can take this gun apart, and I have one of the meanest clubs out there. I'll beat the deer to death. 12 gauge with the right round in it will kill anything in North America and South America alive. That's it. These guns are stupid easy to clean. They're crazy easy to maintain. This is the one that I just bought. I actually have, and I don't want my gun looking so fancy that somebody else is going to see it and want to steal it from me. I've thought about getting a fancy shoulder strap and this, that, and everything else, because this could be a really pretty gun. But I'm going to do it just like my old duct tape gun. I'm going to take this butt plate off. I'm going to run a piece of this banding material on there, put 2 screws in, the 2 screws back in it. I'm going to come up here, I'm going to wrap it right here, and I'm going to stitch the other end of this back together, and that's all it's going to have. That's it. It's, you know, who would possibly want to steal my gun? If you steal my other shotgun, you're sad. You are a sad person. Remember, there's no such thing as an empty firearm. The gun that was back there is now this gun, because the other one I put back in my truck. So, never mind. One knife. It's about 119. One shotgun, or one gun. Call them out, I guess. New England Firearms. Manufactured in Gardner, Massachusetts, USA. No, I did not.
Huh?
No, I did not. And with that, we're out. I forgot to gather the eggs.
I got it.
Hope she's gonna get it. I hope I don't get it. Or forget the eggs. I did feed the chickens though. Head coach. Fed the chickens. Forgot to put the
I really want to sit down and chew.
Yep, I'm gonna get beat up. If y'all don't see a video from me in like 3 days, somebody come check if there's any freshly turned over soil in the backyard. Don't dig there. Not if she's looking. I'm just saying. I love you, honey. Okay, I'm dead. Bye.